Hello, all, I'm Mr. Fox. One of my favorite games from back in the day was this one. This was Eternal Champions. A very good fighting game. A lot of fighting games from back then were very unusual. And what spawned these games, of course, was actually the Street Fighter games and the popularity of Mortal Kombat and such. And to compete with that, Sega released this one. There's the Eternal Champion. He's going to give you his intro spiel. Very cool game. I like this one a lot. My favorite character to play from here is Shadow, the girl character. Well, one of the girl characters anyway. Very interesting. You'll have a lot of games like this from way back when. But this game was actually very expensive. It cost $75, I believe, when it came out. At least that's how much it was at the game store I was at. And I should say USD, so that's in American dollars. Now, even used, the game would still cost you like $45 to $50. It was very expensive and hard to come by. But now it's not as expensive and probably a lot easier to come by, of course. If you're going to play Sega Genesis games, or some fighting games, I would recommend this one. It was pretty cool. It had decent graphics for the Sega Genesis time, and was actually really well done. I really put a lot of effort into this. The idea, of course, is that if you win the Eternal Champion contest, you become a champion. You get sent back in time before your death, knowing you're going to die, and then you get to change the future. So we have 2-player, 1-player, tournament mode, information. Go to fight and enter contest. And I like Shadow, so we'll go with her. Oh, let me. I don't really remember how to play this game, of course. Eternal Champions was a very good game. It looks kind of funny now to see this game and think, wow, look at what games looked like back then. I wish I had a 6-button controller for this. It would make my life so much easier. Eternal Champions, very good game, of course. Oh, look, it turns to that and flies away. I wish I could show you some of the overkills in this game too, but those were very difficult to do. The overkill is where you could get a bonus kill on the person you're fighting by getting them to die in a certain spot. Every stage has this, but to do that, you have to defeat the other character and have them land in a certain spot when they die. I've only managed to do this a handful of times. And here she has the Superman move that Raiden and other characters had at the time. E-Honda and such. I'm gonna have to fix the controls one of these days. Still, even though I'm really bad at this game, it is a fun game. And if you do have a Sega Genesis laying around, I would recommend picking this up and play it, because it's cool. Some of the other weird fighting games from this time also included a furry fighting game called Brutal: The Paws of Fury. One of the other things I do here at the Game Lounge is I let kids play the games of yesteryear and see what the games looked like when they were kids. Which is really cool to do, because then they get to experience games they would not otherwise have seen or even heard of. Some of the other games I have here, I have like Judge Dredd from Super Nintendo and such. You can actually see my whole collection of games on game packs. To get an idea of what I demonstrate here at the Game Lounge. Time ran out. Midnight wins. This game, oh man, it takes me back. Me and my brother played this a lot back then. I think the hardest character to beat in this game was actually Slash. And he was the caveman guy. That move where he hypnotizes you is ridiculous. But again, unlike most people, I don't get angry, I don't rage at my games. Whatever happens, happens. Another weird thing about this game is if you go to the options, there's no setting to adjust its difficulty.
Wow.
Since I only have the 3-button controller, I've discovered I can't use her ninja stars or her punching attacks, which sucks. I'm gonna have to get a 6-button controller for this for sure. And he turns into a mist. Fantastic. So, again, this game is very cool, and I recommend it. But that's about all the time I have for today. This is Mr. Fox from Mr. Kitten's VIP Game Lounge, signing off. Have a good night, folks. I also hope you liked seeing Eternal Champions.